Hello fellow data friends. France won't start a naval invasion when they own Alsace-Lorraine, at least at game start. Let me show you. So we put down an interest, and once it's settled, we attack Benin. Then we switch nations, decline the diplomatic demand, and wait. By the way, France cannot afford its starting army and navy. Once they are mobilized, they will drastically downsize to save their budget. You can watch the French fleet shrinking, but there's no naval invasion. It's 1840 now, so let's stop. Now we restart the game and start as Prussia. We demand Alsace-Lorraine. We switch to France, accept the demand, and do the same as in the beginning. Put down an interest and attack Benin. Now the French immediately start preparing for a naval invasion, and they win the war quickly. But why is that happening? What is the connection here? To understand that, we first must understand how the AI thinks when assigning generals. The AI thinks in theaters, which is, according to the wiki, a contiguous territory controlled by one side of the conflict. Interruptions can be ignored under specific circumstances to avoid weird front splits. So all of France is one theater. The score for fighting in one theater is the sum of scores of all provinces in that theater. A province gets points if it has barracks or naval bases, it's a capital, more points if it's the capital of a negotiator or your own capital, if it's a war goal, and scores increased for incorporated states. This means that the whole of France is one high value area which the French AI wants to protect, which totally makes sense. Benin is less valuable in the eyes of the French AI, but it's a capital and a war goal. Still interesting. But the French main theater has several headquarters which the AI wants to protect. So it puts some defenders in France proper, Occitan, Rhineland, and apparently Northern Africa. I guess it triggers some of the ignore interruption conditions which are explained in the wiki. So when France loses Alsace-Lorraine, they have one less HQ they want to defend. Hence they have an army they can use for the naval invasion. It doesn't make much sense for France to defend Alsace-Lorraine in this case though, since the enemy can never reach it. Paradox came to the same conclusion. The importance of landlocked HQs is multiplied by 0. But why then is France defending the Rhine HQ? Well, my guess is that this landlocked HQ line only checks if the HQ as a whole is landlocked, and the Rhine HQ has a coast. So this should be changed such that it checks if the HQ is landlocked for that nation, France in this case. A different path to tackle this problem would be to improve the algorithm for splitting armies for the AI. Let's start a new game. This time we manually split a formation. Then we declare war against Benin and switch nations again. We are at war and a French unit is coming for us. There are some lines about AI splitting formations, but judging from the comments, the AI will only consider splitting formations to cover undefended areas, not to actually allow for a naval invasion, at least as far as I can tell. Fixing these things should, on average, reduce cases where bigger nations attack smaller countries across the globe and just don't do anything for years. Should be worth the effort, so I will make a bug report for this. Special thanks to Sulfi for supporting my channel as Data Capitalist. That is very much appreciated. Thanks a lot for watching, I see you on the next one.